all my friends are heathens. No, not as a lady would call two rambunctious, misbehaving children heathens, but as the fandom for the band 21 Pilots will call themselves heathens or part of the clique. Now, this band has swept our nation with their amazingly deep lyrics and fantastic musical performance. Now, this band has recently gotten a lot more popular since they had their entertainment debut with the movie Suicide Squad in 2016. This band, however, is more than just a punk or indie rock band. 21 Pilots has talent and skill galore. Their talent is in creating music for multiple genres, and their skills can be put to use with creating music with different instruments for different genres. Now, Mr. Joshua Dunn is the drummer for the band, and there is only 2 members of this band, but Joshua Dunn is the drummer. Before they were signed to their current label, Joshua was the creator, the cuer for the music that played behind Josh and Tyler. Now, nowadays he does not have to do as much of that because they now have a crew to go along with them and do that for them. However, Josh still helps out in other ways from just drumming behind the scenes. Such as in the song We Don't Believe What's on TV, he will stand up from his drum kit and play his trumpet. Now, Tyler Joseph is the main lead singer, and he plays multiple instruments such as the piano, the guitar, the ukulele, or even the trumpet as well from time to time. Now, he is also an incredibly fast rapper as well. When asked what their genre was by the Rolling Stones in 2016, Joseph replied that he had that the band felt that there was too much pressure to sign themselves to a genre, but others would tell them that he was being too wide broad and could not be everything to everyone. However, Joseph replied to that saying, I don't want to be everything to everyone. I want to be what I want to be for myself. Now, I believe that's a great message to send to young musicians or even just their fan base in general. This band is known to switch from genre to genre with just a flip of the switch or the intensity of the drums. Such as in the song Goner, it starts off with just soft piano and light drums and very sincere, very quiet lyrics from Joseph saying, and he ends that first verse with a pleading whisper saying, don't let me be gone. And then bam, like floodgates have opened of his emotions, he is now yelling at the top of his lungs, do not let me be a goner. Then at the end he does back off again and softly ends the song saying, I want to be known by you. Now that is a powerful song to sing when you're by yourself in your car late at night. The next song I have to show you or tell you about is called The Judge. It is a much more happier tune, more upbeat. It starts off with the ukulele and Tyler singing na 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 oh oh, which gives you a more happier feeling and feels like you want to bounce around. Now, at the beginning of the song, he does tell you that you are the judge and only you can set him free. However, you only think he is talking about a man that he mentions at the beginning of the song as well. Then, at the bridge, he breaks down the song saying that he does not know what the song is about. He does not know if it's about himself or the devil. He does not know if this is a song about surrender or a reveal. Then at the end of the song, he does finish it off saying, again, you are the judge, set me free. Now, you would think this band would not be as perfect as they are so far. they've got to have something wrong. Maybe they're mean to their fans. But no, this band shows love unlike any other artist I've ever heard of. They show their fandom love as a family would, specifically as older brothers would. Now, this band uses the social media app Twitter as their daily interaction with their fan base. Joseph uses it more as a way to interact with them as an older brother would, picking on them and calling them names like coward and loser. However, the fandom does know that he is always joking with them and is never serious. He will tell them exactly when he is being serious, but he will also let them know when he is joking if they legitimately did not know. Now, Mr. Joshua Dunn, however, is not as prevalent as Mr. Joseph is on Twitter. We don't know much about him. He is much of the silent, brooding type. However, you would not know that he is a childlike, his childlike mannerisms unless you see him with a smile on his face. Now, we may not know much about their personal lives other than the fact that they are both now married and one has a child, except we do know about their mental issues, their mental illnesses. They have made it very clear that they will not be silent about things such as depression or suicide or anxiety. Such as in their latest album, a song called Neon Gravestones is talking about how the media will picture and glorify suicide sometimes. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that the media will tell them, they will just shout to the heavens that this person will be missed. And maybe someone will see that and think, hey, I want to be missed like that person. But but they say instead, their lyrics say, maybe we swap out what we hold so high. Find your grandparents of someone of age. Pay some respect to the path that they paved, to life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated. They are saying that life should be celebrated instead of just the death of the person after they lived. Now, in another song called Kitchen Sink, this one is about how no one knows exactly what you're thinking about. In this particular lyric that I'm about to share, it shows that the lyric goes, are you searching for a purpose? Write something, yes, it might be worthless. Paint something, yeah, it might be wordless. Pointless curses, nonsense verses, you'll see purpose start to surface. No one else is dealing with your demons, meaning maybe defeating them could be the beginning of your meaning, friend. Let me repeat that. No one else is dealing with your demons. Maybe defeating them could be the beginning of your meeting, friend. Now that was a very powerful lyric for me to hear the first time I knew what it said. It tells me that even if no one is dealing with the same stuff that I am dealing with, that once I beat that, it will give me a purpose that I'm searching for. Now, the beginning of that lyric that says, write something, yeah, it might be worthless, or paint something, yeah, it might be wordless, that tells me that gives me a place to express my emotions without causing harm to myself or others or other things around me. Now, I can tell that Mr. Joseph speaks from experience. He has mentioned on many occasions, that he actually uses his music as a form of filtering his emotions about his depression and anxiety. Now, as I've told you the rest of this, you would probably not be surprised that this band now has 2 full albums. Every song it has a rating of gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIAA for short, which means that 21 Pilots is now popular, which is amazing for me. because that means I get to share these amazing lyrics and amazing music with other people. But maybe you guys, maybe this isn't your cup of tea, but perhaps you know someone who it is, so you can share that to them as well. So please do that for me, because all I want to do is share this extraordinary band that I love with anyone that I can.